When Bradley the Sting Ray takes on Lyndon Arthur, it's going to be a battle of light heavyweights. But not only that, it's going to be a test of wills because these two men are quite familiar with one another. And though there be a few years of age and separation, the desire is still the same. Let's talk about it. If you can accredit one thing to fighters who come out of the UK, it is the fact that they are willing to compete with one another through friendships and experiences that they've had in the gym and in the ring of competition. So when Bradley Ray takes on Lyndon Arthur, Ray, who will enter the fight with a record of 21 wins, 1 loss, 10 KOs, against Arthur, who's 24 wins, 3 losses, and 16 KOs. It's going to be two men who are just primed and going after class in the division. Even though Lyndon has battled on a greater world stage with 2 fights with Anthony Yarde under his belt, one with a victory, and he lost the rematch, he also had a challenge against current undisputed champion Dimitri Bivol in December of 2023. What separates the two could be the desire that Ray is bringing into this fight. He wants to be able to move from that local circuit onto a more world-class stage, international if you will, to take his talents and to change his life. When you think about Arthur, who was actually in the same position as Ray just several years ago, when he faced Anthony Yarde and upset Yarde, it was one of those moments in his career where things could have changed, but I think that Arthur didn't really take things as serious as he might have. And that was the difference, because being able to defeat Yarde was something, you see. And that first time that they faced one another, December of 2020, it was a situation where he got a split decision victory. The rematch that they had where he was stopped in the 4th round, and then he came back and they fought a 3rd time and he lost another decision. But Ray is looking to make the same move like Yarde did against Arthur. Will Arthur be someone who will be a part of the process with him? Or will he use the experience of his previous title challenges and the experiences with Yarde? There's another way to look at this, and that's from that point of competitiveness. Does Arthur really want to move into world-class status permanently, or will he be a stepping stone for Ray? You see, all it takes is the opportunity. What someone does with it will tell you a great deal about what they bring to the table. And in this fight, because they are so familiar with one another, there's two ways it could go. It could be a blasé fight with not much action where the two men are so familiar that they can't get the advantage, or it could become something like a knockdown drag out because they realize the true stakes at hand. The favor should be Lyndon, King Arthur, but don't discount Ray and his hunger in this situation. The familiarity factor is something that could really drive this fight. The battle will be on the undercard of Buatsi versus Parker, which will take place on Saturday, November 1st from Manchester. The two men will come in and represent, as the main event is also a light heavyweight feature. So stay tuned for this and let me know who you have. This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what you think about Arthur versus Ray and who will take the stakes. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.